Uh, Let me see today a very interesting topic and very useful for doing of your next week 5 programs, that is events. Now events will deals with whenever any action want to perform, when you trigger something, when you click on something, if you want to trigger that to perform some sort of actions, what type of task I need to be performed for a particular event. Now in Java already have studied like different types of events are available, like mouse handling events, keyboard handling events, or motion events. Like we can have different types of events. Now in Java we have different suitable handlers over there to handle that particular event. In the same fashion, here also in Java script we are having different types of events over here. Like we have JavaScript events, keyboard events, mouse events, media events, browser events. So these are the different types of events we'll see in this topic. Coming to the first, that is JavaScript events. Now in JavaScript, everything will be treated as object. Every variable can be considered as object, where object can be referred as if the objects are is a normal string objects, you can use is a double quotation. If you want make sure to call that objects, means here this is called as object over here. This is an object, test is an object. Now what type of object it is or what type of variable it is means is a string type, because based on the string literal at the right hand side will decide test is an object literal or object type of variable, object type of string. Now to make sure to test that one, we are using this object as an array. Test of 7, it returns R in this string. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the 7th position, R is there. Test dot character at 5. Character at 5 is S. Character, there is test dot. We can use character at 1. So in this test string, now here test is acting as a string, but not an object, because in the double quotation we are mentioning test of char at 1. At char 1, E is there, where E in this test character, position of E is 1. It returns that. So subscript substring, if you want to be make sure a substring of 1 comma 3, it starts with 1 and it ends with not 3 but -1. That is yes, already have studied in Python or other programming. That is, it starts with 1 E and it ends with 2, but not with 3, n minus 1, right? That is ES. Like in the similar fashion, a variable can be declared. You can calculate the length. We can push the append or push the element into an array. We can have make access a particular uh, position of that array element. Now, if you are seeing in detail of this one, if you see the details of this, right here is this. Here is the supporting material for this. Right, hope it is visible. Now, if you talk about this, just now I have discussed. Now, to handle this event in JavaScript, to handle events in JavaScript referred to as actions that are detected by a JavaScript program. JavaScript program detecting means what? Whenever any trigger, any event has trigger, the action has to perform. That action is here comes called as events. Now, for example, on-click event. Already we have seen different examples on-click. So HTML events are things that happen to HTML elements when JavaScript is used in HTML pages. So JavaScript can react on these events. Like already we have seen in HTML element on-click attribute we are using, on-click equal to some function we are triggering. So when you click on some element on the HTML, automatically JavaScript will react to that event. So where you are clicking the event in the HTML pages, who will react? JavaScript. So that reaction is called as event. That who is handling that is here is an example, shows events handling in JavaScript. So this is a normal program. It starts the body here. So in this body, paragraph ID equal to here one ID. We are using event underscore para one. Now I'm creating a button and using an attribute on click equal to get element by ID of event underscore para one dot inner HTML. At this position, when I click this button, it has to display the current date. So here is the date button. When I click this one, the output of current date will be displayed over here. That is how the events are handling. So clicking on this, you are clicking something, that is you are triggering the event in HTML pages. Who will handling this? Who is reacting? Who will reacting is JavaScript will reacting over this. So this on click equal to this line is called the JavaScript. This get element by ID of event underscore para1 is a JavaScript. Okay. If you see the different JavaScript events like on submit, on select, on invalid, on form input, on form change, on focus, on contest menu, on change, on blur. Now till now we have see on click, and we can use on submit. For doing of next type of big programs, we can use on focus, on blur. This type of events also we are using here. So normally if you are using this in the as an attribute, on click equal to, you can call in the HTML as a attribute. But that on click, if you are calling as JavaScript events, that is the JavaScript events over here. If you see that is HTML element, it is an attribute. For in a JavaScript, it is a events. Now working on submit. On submit is a small program here. So normally I'm not explaining the body and everything. We're just going to the logic. I'm creating a form where on submit equal to alert message. Form submitted successfully. Now when I click on this on submit is a attribute here. I am creating a text field, type equal to submit button. When I click on this one, whatever the name, branch, college name, address, email ID I have entered, it will be, once I click on that, I need to get a message called as form submitted successfully. So when I click this submit button, this action has to perform. That is how it is going to be triggering over here. If you closely observe here, whether I am writing any script here, whether I am writing any JavaScript here, that is script anywhere started, no, because automatically somebody has to be somebody has to be taking care of that particular event. See one example. If you run one example so that you can understand clearly. Now functions, see later, events, on submit. So see, this is a program I'm trying to explaining here. So if you observe here, anywhere you are writing JavaScript, no, because form is an HTML element. On submit is an attribute. Agree? So in that attribute, we are making HTML. It is going to be triggering when you are clicking on this submit button. Click on this submit button. Automatically, a JavaScript will be triggered. Now, when an event trigger, who will handling that one? A JavaScript is handling over here. So on submit. So on submit is an event handler. When you click on the submit button, automatically it will be triggered. Like on click. When you are clicking on a particular HTML, it automatically calls a function. In the same fashion, when you are submitting, how it is know whether you are click on the submit button, that will take care by the event, that is on submit event. It will be take care. So on submit, when you are clicking on submit button, on submit event will be react, that will be handle, and after handling that one, how it is reacting when you are clicking the submit button, who is handling that one? On submit event is handling. After handling that one, how it is reacting? For reacting, JavaScript is writing. That is JavaScript is line here is what? Alert. Just simple alert, just if calling a function alert. Or else if you want to call a function like add of something, at that time you need to write the script over. So instead of writing a separate script in the head or in the body or in external .js, I'm just writing that JavaScript here itself. That is alert of form submitted successfully. Right. If you run this program, save as. So I've already it is saved anyhow. One more time I'll save it. Click on submit. Here is the details, right? So I'm just entering just some information. When I click on this submit button, it will be get a message called as form submitted successfully. That is how it is handled. Now, normally empty form when you are clicking, it also get a message because you are not validating here. So to do that valid type of things, whether name is empty here, branch is empty, college is empty, even though it is saying that form is successfully submitted. So to validate that one, again you need to write one after the other. But in this case, what you need to understand in this program is like in HTML element, how the event is handling. After handling, how the JavaScript is reacting. So if you don't want to be store here, is writing directly here, you can write this in a separate script. In a separate script, you can write it. You can call it like similarly. We can have done on click equal to. We are calling counts. We are counting that, right? For counting that, we are separately writing a function. Function space name of the function. We are reading the value from here. How to read the values? That is document from this document. Like form name dot attribute. Form name dot attribute. We are accessing the value and there we can display that particular message. Okay. Now similarly, let me see another example. Let me see another example. Here we are, right? Fine. So this is for on submit. Now when you think about this, this is the output, what we are getting. Now second, keyboard events. So when you talk about keyboard, when you click something on that, when you on key down, on key press, on key up, down arrow mark, up arrow mark, side arrow mark is there, right? So in HTML page, new in HTML, no, already is there. Now mouse events, on click, on blink, that is DL click, on drag end, on drag enter, on drag loop, on drag over, drag start, drop, mouse down, mouse up, mouse out, mouse over, mouse up, mouse wheel. Hope few of the methods already we have seen as examples in HTML. That mouse entered or dragging, mouse leaving, drag over, drag enter. Like this we can use it. Such type of events will comes under mouse events. So in keyboard, the events are on keyboard, key down, on key press, on key up. When you see this mouse events on drag over, on drag start, on drag drop, mouse down, mouse up, like this different events are there. When you see one example on click, see this is the body, this is the form I am creating. Name of the form is form. Input text I am going to creating here, input field, and also I have one button. When I click on that particular button, that is on click equal to. When I click on that, automatically this on click event will handle that the trigger. Now it is reacting the JavaScript as alert welcome plus document dot get element by ID of field. Where is the field? In this name dot value. That is, it is going to be displaying over there. So I'm just entering a name like Kekebashi in the name of this text field. It is once I click on submit button or when I click on the click me, once click on this, it will display as a JavaScript that welcome Kekebashi. So to read the Kekebashi from the HTML name text field, how I am reading? Document dot get element by ID, where I am entering my name in this name field. How it is recognizing? Using ID. What is the ID name? Field. So get element by ID of field dot what I need. I want value. So I want value. What I enter over there dot value. So that will be displayed over here. See how it will be works. This is the code. Now I'll run the program. So here is the program. See, this is the code. Now I'm just entering here Dr. KKB. Click me here. So once I click welcome Dr. KK, right? If I am entering here as Balaji, click here, welcome Balaji. Right. So like this, it will be displaying over here. So when I click 92, click welcome 92. Okay. So like this, you can make some handlings of mouse events, right? Okay. Like mouse events also we want, you can use the mouse events. In the mouse events, see on mouse down. On mouse down in the sense I am using here images of images means document dot images is an array of this one. Till now we are using get element by id, only single attribute we are accessing. But if you want multiple attributes or multiple variables, you can use the arrays images of img dot src equal to core jpeg. When I click on mouse down, when I on mouse up, what is the image has to change? This image has to replace with go.png, right? So how it is doing? Image is an tag name equal to img. So in this image tag, initially there is no image over here. There is no image over here. In this place, what I am calling is, in this image, when I am triggering this HTML element, now the events on mouse down, on mouse up, this event has to going to be handling. And when I have this event handler, when I mouse down, this car.jpg will be there. When I click on mouse up, when I make a mouse up, automatically it is replaced with go.png. Where is this actions or reactions is reflecting? At this HTML page, as this HTML tag, that is img. So img is an here the name. So not only get element by id, but also with the names also we can access. But here we are changing the sources. So how you can be changing the sources means with the help of src. So code.jpg and go.png. Now if you see the output, when I click on this mouse, it will be an aroma. When I up, this will be a car.jpg. Now if you want to run this program, let me see run program. So see here, which one it is? Mouse events. See the same code, document.images.crc, Eclipse 48, GIF I am using, and mouse up, I am going to using ro.jpg. Right? Now run the program. See this. Initially, the program is like this. Initially, using the mouse event, click this button. Click this button in the sense when I click on this, what is Eclipse? When I am going to using mouse down. Mouse down means what? When I press the button, mouse button, it is Eclipse 48.gf. When I release that button, what will be there? When I release the button, let me see. When I click on this, it is when I release the button arrow.html. See, when I click the mouse, it is Eclipse. When I release the mouse, it is aroma. When I click on this Eclipse, when I release aroma. So this type of events handling is called as mouse handling over here. So we have seen this keyboard handlings, the mouse handlings over here. These examples. Okay. Right. Next, let me see about the media elements. So media elements like when you want to perform on abort. On abort is nothing but when any unknowing actions, unknowing events has triggered, it has to abort. On can play. When audio or video file starts but might has to stop for buffering. On can play. When it is want, you can play. In the sense, it will be buffer and it will be play. On can play through means when audio and video file is played to the end without buffering, automatically it is buffering, it also playing. On duration change, so changing the audio or video files based on the duration you are setting. On emptied, so when becomes empty due to some error, so what type of action has to do it. So these are the events in the sense it will be trigger that will be happen. So when it is happen, event means what? Something has to happen. So what type of action has to done? When it is on abort, so whether I need to stop the playing video, whether I need to be display a message, what sort of action I need to do, that has to decided based on this event. So when an event is triggered, what to do? That what to do is will tell by JavaScript how to handle, how to react for that. Now on error, on load data, loaded data, on loaded metadata, on load start, on pass, on play, on playing, on progress. Like this, lot of the events are there under media. Okay. Now another the list of events. So coming to the example on about the media, you see the examples of media. Let me try for this. Okay, fine. So here the supporting events one. Okay, when we have this is normal events. We'll see as example becomes soon for this. Now we'll see the last events over here, browser. So shows the list of events used in the browser. So browser in the browser on after print, on before print. When you are pressing Control P for printing of any page, what to do after print and before print? What type of action? Like any message is there, or before print, the printing is going on, the printing is under process. After print, print successfully, take the papers. Like this, when this events has done, what type of reactions has to do? On before, on load, on blur, on error, on focus, on as change, on load, on misses, on offline, on online. Like this, different types of events are there. So on load, when a HTML page is automatically loaded, what you need to display? Welcome to JavaScript. A alert message here display. So where you are mentioning that onload is an automatic event which is make when the page is load. Onload means what? When the page is load, what type of action I need to do? That is here. So but another example, when you are clicking on the phone pay icon, automatically what it is loading, it is asking for use pattern, right? So once you are clicking on that pattern, what the action is doing? It is showing the pattern, hidden pattern it is showing nowadays, right? So that type of JavaScript action they are going to perform. So initially when you are loading any app, opening a page, opening a app icon means what? When you are loading, what to do? When you are making that, here alert, just a message alert over here. Alert message has to display over this. So like this, when you are running the program, just opening the program, automatically welcome to JavaScript alert box will be displayed. On reset, when you are clicking on reset, automatically what happen? Everything should be empty. When you are clicking on reset, alert welcome to this so and so.com. On reset is trigger when the click reset button. Like this, it can be make reset. So you enter the data. When you click on the reset, automatically a message will comes like this. Okay, this is the example. So once you reset, automatically everything is empty. So like this, for a particular event, you can call for a particular event, you can call upon a different uh, handlers for that particular handler, different actions. So actions in the sense the reactions for that event. So these are the different events we have seen. So we have seen here in this example as a glance. You see the events of JavaScript events, normal events, JavaScript like on click. If you are having a JavaScript normal on button, on select, on invalid, like this, and we have seen some keyboard events like on key down, on key press, on key up, mouse events, on click, on drag event, and on drag enter, on mouse down, on mouse up. And when you see some examples for the media elements like on can play, on emptied, on progress, like this. And you see the browser events on after print, on before print, on error, on focus, on load, on offline, on online. So these are the different examples for this. So with the help of this knowledge, you need to make sure some sort of animations things you need to be animations types of things you can do in week 5. In week 5, same the HTML, JavaScript. Here, up to the JavaScript you are going to using, and one more concept is required in the third chapter. In the same unit, we are talking about jQuery. So, with the help of this HTML5, JavaScript, and jQuery, after this JavaScript, you need to do all these programs A, B, C, D. So that's why please make sure this concept has to be very important. So that's about the JavaScript events.